I mean, what's the worst that could happen if a greeting goes wrong? They can't kill you, right? Right?
It's an honor.
This is not the kind of bow we do in Pokolistan, Mr. Richard Flagg. So, everyone, murder this man.
So Rick Flag is put in charge of a group of monsters and ordered to save the princess of Pokolistan.
This is your new task force flag. Let's call it Task Force M. M for monster.
In this group, there's the bride, who was made for Frankenstein, G.I. Robot, a decorated Nazi Terminator, Weasel, what exactly is this guy again? A part of Project Starfish, Dr. Phosphorus, a former scientist turned monster, Nina Mazersky, a nice fish girl who was experimented on by her father. And I know what you're thinking, and no, he's not like this beast from Full Metal Alchemist, he's a good guy. And there's also Rick Flag. He's not a monster, but we know his son was part of Project Starfish. Anyway, they take the first flight and land in Pokolistan.
Everyone, murder this man.
Wait, hold on a minute. No one briefed me on what kind of bow.
Alexei.
I mean, anyone would crap their pants in this situation, and the way the guy said it didn't help either. Anyway, they get settled in, and surprise surprise, the monsters start behaving like monsters. Like, what did bro expect? Did he think they were gonna be as behaved and classy as Hannibal Lecter? Immediately he hits the sack, the bride escapes with Nina Mazersky, while the doc, Dr. Phosphorus, searches for the remote.
Hey.
So the remote is used to keep the monsters in check, and it gives them a shock whenever it's pressed. So Dr. Phosphorus had this brilliant idea to steal the remote, even if it meant pasting Rick Flag. Obviously there can't be more than one remote, right? Meanwhile, the bride returns to the castle where she was made, with Nina following. But what she didn't know was that her Romeo had a rat on the lookout. Frankenstein. If hopeless romantic was a person, it would be Frankenstein. This guy doesn't take no for an answer. Like, really, no does not mean no to him. Anyway, back at the castle, Cersei and the sons of Themyscira ambush the bride and Nina. A little backstory of the bride. So she was made for Frankenstein by the scientist, but the scientist was a certified freak, 7 days a week. So Frankenstein popped him, and that's why the bride hates him so much and even tried to bake him. By the way, the songs used are amazing. The way they can just switch up from a sad scene to a thrilling upbeat scene is so quickly is ridiculous. It even made me forget how the bride was getting beat up in the present for a moment. Fast forward a bit and they are rescued by the rest of the team. But uh-oh, the princess is left with no monster protection.
I always love a good barbecue.
Wow. Cersei was defeated really quickly. Kind of a letdown how she got caught without doing much damage. Anyway, immediately she gets caught, she starts yapping about clairvoyance this, clairvoyance that.
You don't understand what you've done! You've doomed the world!
Yeah, we ain't trying to hear that. But this lady, Amanda Waller, believes her because this other lady, Dr. McPherson, believes her. Did that make sense? Long story short, Waller gives the orders for the monsters to bob the princess, while Rick Flag tries to get evidence to stop it.
Yes, listen. I need to talk to the princess. The Princess Ilana. Ilana Rostovic. Is she there?
I know speak English. Call back.
No, listen. The princess's life is in danger.
Thank you. The call.
You might be thinking, why is Rick Flag doing so much for the princess? Is he just this righteous guy that loves justice? Well, we'll have to go back to the time when Rick Flag had just defeated Dr. Phosphorus.
Want
Oh boy.
a boy. Hardly.
You get the idea. So back to the present, Rick Flag teams up with Frankenstein, and the way it happened was crazy. But before that, we have to talk about what happened on the second mission, when the monsters went back to kill the princess. We see the backstory of Weasel, and it turns out that he's just a misunderstood guy. Episode 4 really made me see him in a new light. From the start, I always saw him as a loose cannon, or just an all-out rabid animal. But how he tried to save those kids and was hurt and routed broke my heart for real. And Nina Mazersky, sweet, innocent Nina. The second mission was all up to her. She was supposed to pack the princess while she was swimming, but Nina is just so nice and soft-hearted that she hesitated, and that gave the princess the chance to turn it around and pack her. Ah man, that scene broke my heart for real. The nicest monster on the group was packed up just like that. While watching this, even though I still believed the princess, it still made me feel away. It just felt wrong. Totally wrong. RIP Nina in the comments, man. And that reminds me, G.I. Robot was also destroyed. Yep. First time bro was getting some action and he got destroyed by Cersei. Cheers to the Tin Man! And Dr. Phosphorus, his backstory was tragic, but he kinda caused it.
These people are...
I don't like them either, Parvin, but
There is no good end to this.
there is a good end to it, babe. They're not good people, but a nuclear fusion treatment that destroys cancer forever without harming the patient? That's worth dealing with anyone.
Maybe... there is some other way.
Bro was munching a cash salad and didn't listen to his wife. Anyway, back to how Rick Flag teams up with Frankenstein.
Why is she looking at him like that? Who is he?
Don't move! I'm gonna guess your eyeball isn't as bulletproof as the rest of you. You want a coffee or something?
I'll have tea. That is a beautiful story.
Wow, Rick Flag, you're really going to trust someone who just tried to bop you? Like, do you have no friends to work with? So they find out Ayla McPherson has been replaced by the shapeshifter, and they get beaten to a pulp. They got beaten to a pulp by a pulp. Anyway, Amanda Waller finds out that Ayla had been bopped and replaced, and she calls off the hit, all according to the princess's plan. Turns out the shapeshifter was on her side all along, and she was really trying to take over the world. And now I realized why I felt that way when Nina got packed, and everything went perfectly for her, the end. Yeah, right, the bride unlocks her inner L and figures out her entire plan. So the creature commandos, or at least what's left of them, go back home and get some new members since some of them got packed. And guess who's back? G.I. Robot, and not Nina. I thought she might have survived somehow, but... Now, after watching all 7 episodes, I'm sure we all have one question burning in our minds. And that is, what happened to John's leg, man? I just got him as my favorite character in this show and I'm curious.
What are the charges?
We're charging you with first-degree witchy poo and Maleficent in the second degree.
Oh, and Bette Midler in that one movie in the 3rd degree.
Like, I just can't. That was just mad funny. If you don't think it's funny, bro, I don't know what to do with you, man. If you know, please leave the reason in the comments. By the way, is the bride a Zoldyck? Because the way she dispatched this guy made me remember something.
Probably not how you expected your day to end.
Killua's one was way cooler though. And also, why does he always have to be Brian? Like, check this scene.
Let's kill all of them and get the hell out of here.
Oh, jeez, Paddy again. All right.
Brian!
Here, Brian got popped. And I remember in Gumball, the paper girl's uncle got chopped. Check.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Fairy. Uncle Brian?
And we are at the end of the video. Like, sub, and I'll see you on the next one. We are the